Becoming a mother has taken over most of my waking hours, as well as emotional reserves, but it has not quelled my artistic urges.
Alright, fine, but be careful with this.
On the contrary, my sense of self-worth hinges on my creative expression.
Here, we don't rest anything on this because the skin is very delicate. Whoa! Man.
And what would I creatively express, if not the preoccupation to which I've surrendered, raising a child?
No more dropping things off the table.
Yet I have no idea how to go about this. And when I think of it, children rarely show up in their parents' artworks. What is stopping us? Were I to take a naive approach and aim to depict the delights of my child subject, I would at least encounter no shortage of raw material.
Good, Shmaya, good. Throw it in the bucket. Good. Yeah. What is it, Shmaya? What is it?
However, this way, I'd risk losing my audience, most of whom, if all goes well, won't know the subject personally and can't possibly be convinced to adore him the way I do.
Hey, Popeye.
A child is an underdeveloped adult who has earned the distinction of being documented merely by having a parent with a camera. And today, every adult with a cell phone has a camera. Therefore, the choice of my child as subject matter will always be suspect, unless I do paint a more complex picture. If I were to treat my child as an autonomous character and to judge him for his faults as well as his charms, the trouble would be twofold. To capture this side requires me to remain behind the camera and not intervene while my subject demonstrates his destructive potential.
Shmaya, gentle. Gentle with the box. Shmaya. Shmaya, you have to be careful. That's big and hard.
In this way, artistic integrity demands parental negligence.
אני דווקא מחפשת לתעד גם את האמת הקשה לפעמים, אבל זה קשה לעשות את זה בלי להתערב.
But then it would still not be an honest view of my child, because what is a child if not a product of his parents' guidance?
Gentle, Shmaya. Tova. Tova. Okay. With limits.
To hold up my child's dark truths for the audience's scrutiny would be a statement about myself, my own frustration with the raw material I brought to the world, which in fact has a life of its own and resists my attempts to sculpt it into a pleasing form.
Again?
So art about my child will inevitably be art about child rearing. This is fraud in its own ways.
Ooh, are you falling off?
If I were to convey intimacy and affection, I would feel like I was misleading my audience, suggesting that I do fully appreciate parenthood, when in fact I only truly appreciate it after hours, through a rectangular frame in the comfort of my work area. As a defense mechanism, I regularly ponder only the tip of my feelings for my child.
What did you find? An orange? Yucky, yucky. Let's throw it on the ground. Yuck. Just yuck. It's Pilakaki. Throw it on the ground. Maybe one of the chickens will eat it. Mud.
To delve any deeper would be to face the profound attachment I've developed towards a creature that essentially arrived in my life by chance. I would have to confront my profound fear of loss. That I am the one with everything at stake in the unceasing task of protecting him. And that one day this task will cease, and I'll have to submit him to fate. Perhaps my insecurity about depicting our relationship stems from my son being better suited to do so. He's the one who experiences it completely, without any filters like expectation or fear.
Shmaya, you're pushing me over. You're pushing me over. I don't want to fall on the floor.
All the other facets I might succeed in presenting if I suspended my maternal bias.
Shmaya, gentle, gentle.
Would be but fleeting impressions compared to what remains in my heart at the end of each day.
Baby in a towel. Baby, yeah, you're a baby too. Shmaya's a baby.
To me, as his mother, even his toys, his clothes, generic objects he passively obtained, have acquired an aura that in the quieter moments I can see, but which my camera is not sensitive enough to detect and convey to my audience. Perhaps what inhibits me from making art about my child is the impossibility of conveying something so subjective. The irrational worship of and hopeless attachment to a flesh and blood extension of myself. The unconditional love for a work in progress with a mind of its own.